what do you think of the rumor that Bruce Lee never finished his Wing Chun? I think that's what
Rumor?
he meant.
Okay. Well, he didn't finish Wing Chun. That was a fact. He didn't finish the Wing Chun. So that's why he saw it and filled up the gaps that he couldn't finish. You know? And he created the Jeet Kune Do out of it. And I think when you look back, he could probably say, I would like to finish it, but I'm glad where I am. It opened my eyes to see new things and helped me find things that I never would have found if I finished the Wing Chun. Because he might have been one of
Right.
those people that stuck in Wing Chun and just worked on it. But because he didn't, it made him look into filling gaps from other things like the boxing, the fencing, the wrestling, the jiu-jitsu, and all that stuff that he was like, ooh, that works. So I'm going to incorporate it, and it helped him to fill up the gaps. And maybe that's why he did. So I'm sure would probably been happy that it happened that way for him because it really opened his eyes. Because if he didn't, like I said, he probably would never have questioned anything and looked at other styles. He probably just stayed in the Wing Chun.
Absolutely. And see, because I know a lot of our inner Tai Chi people get this misconception that we just do Wing Chun, because we get a lot of people that are like, I'm just coming for the Wing Chun. I'm just coming for the Wing Chun. Could you briefly explain the different styles that we do teach and maybe like a brief overview of why we do those particular ones and how style really doesn't matter?
Well, first of all, I learned a long time ago. Style is just a word, okay? A punch is a punch is a punch. A punch, a kick's a kick's a kick is good, okay? It all, in the end, what really matters is how you do it. Okay, you can get a guy who trained 15 years, 20 years in karate and fight a guy who's just a big, strong guy who knows how to throw a punch, and he's going to lose to a guy who's just going to knock him out because that guy didn't train just to throw shoulders and everything. So what we teach our styles is, and what makes a style different from another style is the combination of the way in which you move. That's what makes the system up. Okay, this is the principle we go by, and this is how we work in combination, this and that because of that, and that's fine. Okay, there's nothing wrong with sticking to a style. What's most important is making sure you understand the energy behind that style. For our Wing Chun, a lot of people say our Wing Chun is totally different from other people's Wing Chun, and it's like, well, I've never seen another Wing Chun teacher do that. I've never seen it. That's okay. Before Wing Chun became famous, before Yip Man made it big, people were questioning him. Before Bruce Lee died and got Wing Chun famous in the world, people were questioning him. When he did the demonstration at Parker's, people were amazed, but people were like, whatever either, because it was the first time new. The most important thing is you got to be happy and content to do what you're doing and want to get better at it. That's the most important thing. That's what, goes in the application of keeping the system alive. That's what keeps it. Ultimately, every martial artist, it becomes your martial arts. Okay. Yes, you have the outward appearance of that style, but how you move in that style and how you make combination, that becomes you. It's like parents. You have the characteristics of your parent, your mother, and your father, but you are your own person. You're your own identity. That style that you train in, whatever it is, that becomes you. You keep with some of the moves that you keep, but you add to it your own flair. And you're going to find out, oh yeah, I love doing this, but I don't think this move works. Even Yip Man changed his Wing Chun a little bit because he found some things he didn't like, and he adapted it. Bruce Lee did it. All the Shaolins from time to time do that. That's why you got styles like Mantis, animals. There's styles that change, and there's like, why there's so many different Tai Chi styles, based on the family. Some people believe this way, some people believe that way, some people believe in small movements, some people believe in bigger movements, some people believe in keeping so very low to the ground, to the root. Some people keep on a certain level. It's whatever you're comfortable with. Everybody has different body types. Everybody has different personalities. Everybody have different ways that they're going to move. And you got to find what's comfortable for you. And you got to make that the best it can be for you. Don't get caught up in words. Don't get caught up in styles. People argue too many times about that. Because ultimately, you can get a karate guy being a boxer. You get a boxer to be an MMA guy. You get a jiu-jitsu guy being a wrestler. You get a wrestler. And because it comes down to the person, in the end. But like a race car driver, you drive a car that can only go 50 miles an hour versus a guy who cannot, is an okay driver, drives a car that goes 100 miles an hour. The 100-mile-an-hour car is going to win over the best driver in the world still because the car is not efficient enough. That's where the technique comes in. You need good technique to help improve you, to make you better. And that's understanding energy behind it.
Absolutely. And Sifu, I don't know, did you cover what we teach inside of Inner Shaolin? I was talking to Sifu Larry, so I missed that part if you did.
Did I cover? What do you
Yeah,
mean?
like the styles that we do teach inside of Inner Shaolin.
Oh, no, no, no. Okay, what we teach is Wing Chun, Tai Chi, Chin Ah, grappling, anti-grappling, the no Dak Na system. Mainly, I like to teach on the energy behind anything you do. So when you do Wing Chun, I want to teach the energy behind it. When you do grappling, I teach the energy behind it, the principles of energy. It's all about understanding how energy works. And once you understand how energy works, uh, it doesn't matter the style. It becomes pointless. Okay. Well, you're learning style because you're learning how to move within that style, certain combinations of how you want to put your hands. Like in animals, a tiger might go up like this, a circle and hit like this. Whereas a Wing Chun guy would go, oh, we want to just go up and hit like this. That's fine. It's all kind of the same. When I do a parry like this, some people say, oh, it's a Tan style. But this could be a tiger. This could be a dragon. It could be anything. It doesn't matter just because it's just up. It's how you're going to move within that is going to make the style. So but really, it'll fail you. It doesn't matter what style you do. If you don't put the energy properly behind it under pressure, you'll crack. It's going to fail you anyway. So more importantly, you want to understand how to move the energy behind it, not just move the hands.
Right on. That is so true. So